Kia ora. This reading is for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars placements, or just wherever it falls in your chart. If you don't know your placements, but you resonate with the words on the screen, then maybe this reading is for you. For this reading, we pulled some destiny cards, which is just this little deck that we have to see what the topic should be. So we're going to pull on 3 questions. The first question is, what detail the divine and your ancestors want you to pay attention to, what you need to reflect on, and where you could activate a little bit more trust, or like your confidence needs to be activated. Okay, so let's see. Those of love, light, high frequency, truth, justice, and peace. I was going to say pace. Where does Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio collective need to pay more attention to detail? Or what detail needs to be paid attention to? 9 of Pentacles and 6 of Pentacles. Cool. I always feel like these 2 cards really like mirror themselves, or from like, obviously I was going to say 69, but 6 and 9 are like a reflection in terms of the shape, and then the 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles in the tarot. 9 of Pentacles is a lot about self-sovereignty, your independence, sustaining yourself through nature and receiving through nature in order to know that you're an independent entity, an individual, right? But then with 6 of Pentacles, this is the reminder that we are, I was going to say, connected, that we are one as well. So as much as we are receiving, that we are independent, we are also a part of a collective, and giving, and are meant to give generously and freely as well as at which we receive. So maybe that's what you're needing to pay attention to, is your independence first and foremost, because that was the first one that came out. What keeps you feeling independent, I want to say. Like, I love that this being is like open palms to source, the divine, and receiving that abundance in the form of pentacles. So this is a lot about the physical and the material form of abundance that comes through for you, even within your body as well. And I heard your soul. So maybe you need to pay attention to what makes you feel independent, how you sustain that self-sovereignty. What are your practices when it comes to connecting with nature? How do you receive from source and nature? What do you do personally? Because I'm seeing some of you maybe comparing what you do to what others do, and some of the things that others do won't resonate with you. And you have your own divine DNA code, makeup, ancestral thing going on. You know, even if you're really similar to someone, even if someone is your sibling, like blood relative, their DNA is still different from yours. So that means the way that you do things, the way that you receive and give, is going to look and feel and be different. Your relationship with source is different from anyone else's. So maybe that's something that you'll need to, maybe as a part of the reflection as well. And then 6 of Pentacles, detail. Yeah, paying attention to what you're receiving. Is it of value? Is it healthy? Is it going to, is it what you want? Does it align with your core values, with, I'm seeing like reminders that source is in everyone. And in sustaining our independence, we receive from source through nature, through whatever it may be, through our time, and that the intimate time with self and source without anyone else around. I'm seeing like, maybe compare isn't the right word, but to compare your time that you have with source and nature to what you receive in other exchanges and contracts. Does it align in some sort of way? And I hope that that makes sense. Obviously, no one can say no one can throw down like sauce. No, no one can give as divinely or maybe as purely as source. I don't know. But I still think that people can give generously, environments can give generously as well, and purely. So there's something about that harmony that you're in detail that you're needing to look at. So this could be your contracts, your connections, your exchanges, even your financial exchanges too, because this is about the physical material. So where are you giving too much? Where are you being over generous? Where are you being stingy? Where are you being hyper individualistic and only focusing on yourself? Where could you give more? Do you need to be a bit more generous? Do you need to spend more time with yourself? So that would be questions to ask yourself. What does Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces need to reflect on at this time? What does Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces collective need to reflect on at this time? Oh. Ten of Swords, Two of Wands. So for some of you, the past. Some of you, I'm seeing, if you'll have an altar, you'll are taking the past to the altar. You'll are taking your confusion, you'll are seeking wisdom. Maybe there's something coming up from the past for some of you that you're kind of trying to sort through and delve with. It might be triggering, whatever, You'll need to spend that time reflecting and seeking out source in that way. Some of you might be experiencing headaches. If things that are coming up for you feel like a headache, I'm seeing source being like, just bring it to us, and we will give you the wisdom to figure out which step to take, how to expand, what you need to leave behind, essentially. We also had, there's quite a few, but I'm just going to take them. Eight of Wands, the Emperor, Aries, Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, and Justice. So a lot of Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra. Five of Swords at the base. For some, you will be reflecting on the moves that you're making, like quick movements. Some of you are reflecting on your dad or your family in that way. Some of you will be reflecting on like the empire, or let's say like the ecosystems, the community that you're a part of, or what you're building. So this could be your business, this could be your home for sure, your contracts. Some of you are being called to reflect on your the way that you take action and your so-called like masculine energy, how that affects your bonds, how you view home and family. You might be called to step out a little bit more there might be a new contract for some of you, in terms a new commitment. When I say contract, I don't always mean like something that you're signing. I just mean something that you're agreeing to emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, materially. I'm seeing some of you reflecting on the contracts that you have made with yourself and your self-care, your body, your home, and how much you receive. So you might be rehashing a commitment that you've made to yourself or with others. Yeah, some of you will be messaging your dad or something, or like a masculine in your family. There could be something that's happening with them that you all are agreeing to. I don't know. But yeah, reflection here comes through, or is coming through, in terms of reflecting on what family means to you, your upbringing, what the masculine energy looked like in your life. And this is quick movements, this is discussions, this is texts, this is fairness and integrity. and self-care and nourishment. So you might be bringing more self-care, or be called to reflect a little bit more on the ways in which you are activating that self-care within your life as a contract, with yourself and with your family. Okay, I think I've said that enough. Where does Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio need to trust more? The Chariot. Y'all are being called to really trust. This is Cancer. Y'all are being called to trust your direction, the direction that Source is taking you in. I also heard what you're carrying. The Chariot has a chariot, and they're known, I think, in the traditional tarot, they have an actual pentacle in the chariot that they're like driving for. They know their direction, they know where they want to go, they know what stability they're carrying, what value they're carrying, and where they're going to plant that. I'm seeing seeds, so like where they're going to plant these seeds. So some of you'll need to have a bit more confidence in your direction. Maybe for some of you'll have some wounds to do with like your father or something, and that might be what kind of, I heard mangles, is that a word? I'm actually going to look it up. But that might be what kind of messes up your direction sometimes, like, because that has to do with our, what was I looking at? Mangles. Your masculine energy has to do with your output, your action externally. Mangles may refer to several things and people, mostly related to the one family. What? No, that's not the right word, but that's fuzzy that I read that. To injure, severely disfigure, or mutilate by cutting, slashing, or crushing. Okay. Yeah. Things feel a bit like mishmashed, or what I'm seeing is like a mishmash of energy, or things kind of just like, mangled together, and so maybe as you're reflecting on your upbringing, family, maybe you're communicating with people in your family, you might not be, there's justice that you are accessing when it comes to your self-care, and it's definitely tied to your self-sovereignty as well, and that's got what is in turn going to help you with the trust, right? Your direction, knowing how you're driving, what you're driving forward, and where you're going. So again, that reflection needs to happen. Take it to source, journal, speak out loud to the air, ask your divine ancestors. Literally, you can just say ancestors, like when you're alone, ancestors, divine ancestors of light, love, high frequency, truth, justice, and peace. This is coming up for me. I need help. Speak it to the wind. Because I think that there's going to be some things revealed to you that are going to activate a lot more direction, a lot more clarity, a lot more confidence in you to drive home your ideas, and stability and generosity in your exchanges, while also a highly activated like independence in connection to nature. Cool.